Behind us. I'm about to one tap and watch this. Two of them. What do you mean? What you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Give me my hundo! You shit, watch this! Oh!
Oh my God.
Nice!
Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, bang got my hand, bang got my hand. Call
What you get, bot? Don't even want on my freaking body. You're a trash, Clever.
Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, bang got my hand. Call
Yo, what's going on, Clever fans? It's your man KleverThumbs, and today I'm bringing you another Division 2 build video. Now this is actually going to be, as you guys did see, an AR as well as a Nemesis build. At the same time, you can pretty much use a Nemesis on almost any build. I'm going to show you exactly what I am running. This is actually new to me in my channel. Might not be new to you. You're probably going to be like, wow, this thing is like a year old. Well, guess what, buddy? KleverThumbs don't have this on his channel, and I'm about to show you exactly how I ran it and why, because you know I always got to put my little bit of tweaks to it. But before we do, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, that way you guys are aware of when I'm streaming and testing new content and stuff like that. And definitely be there and show as much support and love as you can to the channel. But let's get right into the build video. So this is actually going to be my AR build. As you guys can see, I'm rocking Spotter and Vigilance. You're going, wow, Clever, like this just old. Like, why are you even posting this? Well, like I said, This isn't even on my channel. Never posted this build. Never ran this build. I actually gave it a shot like 3 days ago, and I am in love with it. 1.3 million armor. I'm shredding everything. I'm shredding 2 million armor like nothing. I'm shredding 700k armor like it's nothing. And definitely 1.3, I feel comfortable with it. My aim is there, and as long as I'm aiming and shooting, I'm pretty much going to be winning this fight at all times. So starting off with specialization, I'm running technician. The reason why I'm running technician is because you want that underbarrel for your gun. I'm rocking the police M4. Crit chance. The linked laser pointer is what you guys actually want to look at here. Linked laser pointer. It's a technician laser pointer that pulses targets at which it's aimed. Underbarrel attachment for long rails. It only works for long rails guns. So keep that in mind. You can't use this on the FAMAS. You can use this on the FAL, the Carbine 7 if I'm not mistaken. You just can't use it on anything that doesn't have a long rail. Crit hit chance mod, in case you guys are wondering what my mods are, and of course a sturdy extended 5.56 mag. But pretty much this gun right here, what you guys want to focus at, it's pretty much almost god roll, you know, 105 weapon damage. Why do I have that much? That's not right, honestly. Alright, so I figured it out. I think it was my vigilance, or maybe it was that because I was in a group with a healer just now and I left, so it probably just gave me those stats. But my police M4 is doing 84k total weapon damage. Like I said, it's got really decent assault rifle damage, it's got beautiful health damage, and it also has 6% damage to armor. The talents are preservation. If you guys aren't familiar with this, let me read it for you. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. I know you're probably wondering like, wow, that's not a lot. But listen, headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. So what does that mean? Let me show you exactly what this means. Come over here, damage self. Come over here, land 3 headshots, and bam. As you guys can see, I do have armor regen coming back. It's crazy. Keep going. As long as you get your kills, you're going to be able to run and gun, maybe kill a couple NPCs. And I have that 1% armor regen helping as well. The body shots do help as well. So it's okay if you get a body shot kill. As you guys can see, it's still viable. So it's going to help you out tremendously. And that's why I chose to go with the Bellstone on this piece as well as preservation. Now I'm doing a lot of damage. This is the no shield AR build. That is right. This is no shield at all. The only reason why I was running shield in one of the clips is because I was trying to prove a point. This guy had a lady death. He thought he was hot shit, and I pretty much like, yeah, you're using the shield, I can use the shield. That, and it was helping my vigilance, but it's besides the point. This build, you do not need a shield. I'm not rocking in sync. I don't have to proc that every time I use a shield. I've actually been using the police M4 with Optimus. This is a really good choice. You don't have to worry about if you're gonna proc in sync or not. You just gotta shoot and go. That's it. Just start shooting, running and gunning. But that's pretty much my police M4 right here. Preservation. A lot of people look at me funny like, why the hell are you running that? It does help you. It's not gonna save you all the time, but it's definitely gonna help you. If someone puts you on bleed, at least you have that 1% armor regen. At least if you get the kill and they put you on something, at least you have preservation. And if you land that headshot, you're gonna see a lot more improvements. But moving on to the secondary, which you guys have seen, it's the Nemesis. Nemesis is 1.5 million damage. Now this bad boy is amazing. Never really gave it a chance. Like I said, I never gave this build a try. So which means I've never even tried the Nemesis. Never tried spotter, vigilance. Like, I always thought that was a little corny. I'm like, anybody can put that on, but hey, I put this on and I was outperforming when it came to aim versus aim in combat. So I was definitely doing good. Now, damn, I didn't even realize my Nemesis is this weak. Wow. 9.2 marksman rifle damage, 89% headshot damage. Wow, I need to re-roll this. 6% critical hit chance. Electromagnetic accelerator. So this is the talent for the Nemesis. If you guys aren't familiar with this, shots fired deal 0 to 100% weapon damage based on how long the trigger is held before releasing. So as long as I hold my trigger down, just like this, where is it? As long as I hold my trigger down, you can see it filling up. If I let go early, 2.2 million. But if you hold it down all the way and get your max weapon damage, bam. Oh wait, why isn't it showing? This is 2.8, huh? 1.5. That was 8 mil. That was an 8 mil shot. It's not registering, so don't pay attention to that. But anyways, down to the build, the Nemesis is going to help you out tremendously. You're going to be able to snipe people really far away, no problem. And you're going to be able to keep your distance with this, and they're going to be hurt. And even if you land a body shot, you're going to have a high chance to crit, and it's going to double the damage or whatever the case may be. But breaking down the build, as you guys do know, this build is pretty much the template of all builds right here. I'm running Coyote's Mask, 15% weapon damage, 5.4 critical hit chance, 11.3 critical hit damage, and 11.6 critical hit damage. Pretty much every time you hit somebody, depending on the distance, you get a proc for you and your whole entire team. So 0 to 15 meters, 25% critical hit damage, 15 to 25 meters, 10% critical hit damage, 10% critical hit chance, and 25 plus meters, you get 25% critical hit chance. So since I'm always beaming really far, I'm going to swap to the Nemesis, and I'm going to pretty much max out my critical hit chance on there. Moving on to the chest piece. The chest piece is not the greatest, but it does have 11% weapon damage. It's a Seska, which gives me also 10% critical hit chance. The attributes are 4.6 critical hit chance, 12% critical hit damage, and 11.8 critical hit damage for the mod slot. Talents on here provided today are Spotter. Spotter, if you guys aren't familiar with this is why you run Technician, because you can use it with the gun and not use your pulse at all. So Spotter amplifies total weapon damage and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. Now this didn't sound like a lot, but it actually translates into a lot of weapon damage, believe it or not, especially when you stack it with vigilance. But we're gonna get right into that. Before we do, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Honestly, I do run a Grupo here for extra crit damage, but I was like, since I already have the Coyote's Mask, I might as well not rock the Grupo holster, and I went ahead and I put this bad boy on. 1% armor regen. Now I know you're probably going, 1% armor regen is not going to do shit. Believe it or not, 1% armor regen does save me a lot. Especially if I get put on a skill tier 1 bleed. This is actually going to counteract that pretty well. And if I get a kill, it's also going to help me a lot. And also the NPCs, when I'm running through stuff or we're fighting near a landmark and they're shooting at me, this 1% armor regen is going to come in clutch. So believe it or not, 1% armor regen does help out tremendously. Now it's not going to save you every time, remember that, but it is going to help you out tremendously in order to come out with a better tactical retreat counter, or whatever the case may be. But 170k armor, 10.7 critical hit damage, and 4.9 critical hit chance. Moving on to the Fox's Prayers. Now, I did try to run Emperor's Guard Murakami knee pads right here, but I just feel like I'm missing on slightly on some damage that I shouldn't be missing out on, because it's just too good to not run it. But Fox's Prayers are what you want here. Like I said, this gives you multiplicative damage, 8% damage targets out of cover, 10.8 critical hit damage for the attributes, and of course max armor. Same thing with the Contractor's Gloves. This one's God Roll, basically 170k armor, 8% damage to armor, which is multiplicative, and 12% critical hit damage. Now let me tell you guys something. If you guys do not have Contractor's Gloves or Fox's Prayers, I highly suggest you to run some improvised gear. Improvised is going to give you the same amount of damage, if not slightly less, and you're also going to be able to get more critical hit chance this way. So should be at almost 60 critical hit chance, but I'm missing a critical hit damage mod right there, but we're not going to talk about that right now because I actually do have it. Just didn't put it on. Just showing you guys, if you guys don't have Contractor's Gloves or Fox's Prayers, definitely craft yourself some improvised gear and use it, because you're actually going to get more critical hit chance if you're lacking it on your backpack. If you don't have, critical hit chance, critical hit damage on your backpacks, this is going to make up for it on these two pieces. Now granted, you're going to get rid of multiplicative damage, but remember, you're only going to be shooting like 5 to 10k less bullets PvP wise, so it's actually not even that bad at all. So you can either run it like this or with improvise. Now moving on to the backpack. The backpack is pretty pretty badass. 14.6 weapon damage. It's a Fenris, so it gives me a 10% assault rifle damage, 5.8 critical hit chance, 12% critical hit damage, and the mod slot for 11.8 critical hit damage. Now my talents are Vigilance, increases total weapon damage by 25%. That is right. That is almost like running 2 extra reds. Now the downfall to this is taking damage disable this buff for 4 seconds. As long as you keep taking damage, it's gonna keep resetting the timer for 4 seconds. It sucks that you can't get shot and then your timer's still coming back while you're still getting shot. I guess that would make shotguns a little more broken, because then they would have that little airtime gap where they could have that extra vigilance damage even though they're getting shot. So I can understand why they put it like that. As long as you keep getting shot, it keeps resetting your timer back down to 4 seconds. But it's pretty much the build. The skills, scanner pulse, you want to see people at all times, all the time. You need to know where they're at. You need to know how they're positioned, if they're in behind cover, behind a car, if they're about to peek. Pulse is going to help you out tremendously. Now grant you, mine's 20-second cooldown. So I'm not expecting to see everybody at all times, but meanwhile, while you're pulsing people, you're also dropping your decoy, which is going to help you out. The decoy does last for 22 seconds, so you should be able to use a decoy and pulse, decoy, and then pulse again, all before your decoy run out. So you should be able to stay hidden, stealthy, ninja-like, and be able to shred people. So this is a PvP AR no shield build, and the stats for this bad boy: 50% critical hit chance. Like I said, I could have more critical damage, but remember that I have that 1% armor regen, 75% headshot damage, 14% damage to armor. There's assault rifle damage, almost 40%. All weapons damage is 50%. Just so you guys see, my armor regen is nothing like crazy. It's just 13k armor regen. That's it. When I get a kill, I'm gonna get a little bit more, and it's probably gonna go up to like 30k regen or something. I haven't really tested it out. Let's see if we can get something to pop up real quick. Nope, 13k. But anyways, this is the build, guys. I highly encourage you to try this out this way. You're still gonna have the same amount of damage, and you're actually gonna be healing up, as you guys can see. But this is your man KleverThumbs. Appreciate you guys stopping by, always showing the channel support. I'm about to start up a stream, so make sure you're there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So peace.